Ole'Pops here. I got watching some videos earlier and saw a couple of people doing showing their pipes, and the one that I think inspired me to do this video is Onion. He did a three-part series on his pipes, and it's inspired me to do this one, and I wanted to share with y'all my pipes. I don't have a whole lot of pipes. I've got 3 pipe racks here, and I've got just enough pipes to fill them, and then just a couple of more, or 3 or 4 more, and each of them means something to me. And I'm gonna show you all my pipes, and I'm gonna explain to you what they mean to me, and I'll show you. Here we go. This first stand here was a gift that was sent to me by Terry at fly fishing. He's oh gosh, let me look up his name. I should have had all this information down. It won't take me but a second to find it, but I should have had this information ready for you. Louisiana backwater fly fishing. The second pipe stand that I've got is this little round one that Dan, my brother, the Briar dude, he ordered like 6 or 8 of them from heck, I don't know, Smoking Pipes, I think. And this is another stand that I have that I made it. It holds 10 pipes, and it's made out of just pine, and I've stained it walnut brown, and I put the felt in there. But it's we're going to start with this one. Actually, we're going to start with the pipes that don't go on a pipe stand at all. This is a Carolina Gentleman that I bought at the Mule Days gathering in what do you call it, Columbia, Tennessee. And I took a Sharpie, and I don't know whether you can see it or not, and colored the shaft of it black except for the words Ole'Pops. You can see it right there. But that's you know, I mow yards during the summer, and that pipe right there goes with me every time I go mowing. That's my mowing pipe. Now, another pipe that doesn't have room on the stands is a pipe that goes in my fishing bag. It goes there and it stays there, and I use it every single time I go fishing. There for the longest time I thought it was just a no-name pipe, but it's this little big bowl pipe. I mean, it's got a huge bowl on it. It's a little straight pipe, a little mini pipe. I say mini, you can see it's not very long compared to some other straight pipes, but right here, if you look very, very closely, and I don't have the light or the focus for you to see it, but If you look very closely, it's stamped BC. So I don't know if that's Boot Chacon or what, but it was sent to me by a beloved friend that I don't see very often anymore on YouTube. And I say beloved friend, you know how you are. You know how we are as a community. We see each other online and we grow to know and love each other. Jimmy Tobacco, Jimmy Williams, sent me this pipe. And Jimmy, that pipe gets smoked on the average of 30 weeks, 30 weekends, 30 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. Now it'll go through the winter without getting smoked, but 30 weeks of the year it'll get smoked 3-4 times a week while I'm fishing down by the river. Just sitting there smoking, just sitting there fishing. And I thank you for it. And we need to hear from you, Jimmy. Another one that doesn't go in my pipe stand is this one that I got from Mel Harris, the Garbage Man Piper. It's a 2007 Comoy Christmas pipe. You can see it's got the red around the edge or around the plateau here. But it's an awfully nice smoking pipe. But you know, I run the what I call the Ole'Pops taxi. I give girls rides to work, and Briar Dude drives an antique car, and when it's torn down, I run errands for him, and I run doctor's appointments. That pipe right there stays in a padded pouch in my car. And of course, you know, Ole'Pops. I got cup teeth like a horse. And I put a softy bit on everything so I don't bite through bits. But that right there is a real special pipe to me. It stays in my car and I smoke it when I drive. When I don't take a pipe with me. I don't take a pipe everywhere I go, but when I don't have a pipe with me, this is the one that's in my car, and it stays in my car. Now this one is one that I found at I won't say at an antique store, and it's a Dunhill Parker. I guess what you'd call a Dunhill second. They put the name Parker on them. And it's another little shorty, like that first straight pipe I showed you. And it just sits back there on the shelf, and every now and then I'll grab it. I don't smoke it much. It's just one that I found. And they didn't know what they had. Hell, I didn't know what they had. I still don't know what they had, and I don't know what I've got now. I don't know if it's worth anything. I just picked it up because I like the price on it. I like the looks of it. And it smokes right pleasant. But I give $7 for it. Brought it home and cleaned it up, and it smokes right good. It's a pretty little pipe. I think I'll keep it. It's just a little 6mm pipe. Now, I've got two Merschaums. I've got that claw Merschaum that was actually made out of pieces of several Merschaums, several broken Merschaums. I didn't have a Merschaum that I smoked on a regular basis, and Dan, the briar dude, took pieces of several broken Merschaums and he made me one to smoke on. And I tell you what, it's a pleasure to chew on. I do a whole lot of reading, and I'll sit and smoke on this little feller while I'm reading. Sometimes when I'm reading, like in the afternoons, if it ain't too cold, I'll sit outside and smoke on that one. And my other Merschaum is this one that was sent to me from Iraq, along with a flag that was flown from the bottom of a helicopter during a sortie during the first Gulf War by a buddy of mine that was in the first Gulf War. I've smoked it, you can see I've smoked it a few times, but I don't make it a habit. I don't smoke it a lot. But it came with this case. Now, this stand, starting on this end, this pipe was sent to me by Carl. It's made out of walnut. Carl, the olive wood piper. It's made out of walnut with a candy cane stem on it. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's got his initials in it right here. You can see where he's autographed it. And it's, I smoke burley out of it. Burley only. When I'm in the mood for, and it's often, you can actually see the teeth imprinting in it, where these old cupped horse teeth chew on that bit quite often. When I'm in the mood for some burley light without a bite, that's where I turn. Next is my Devilance from Moonshine Pipe Company. That was bought for me for my birthday by my daughter, Mini-Me. You can see the little lightning bolt on it right there. I don't know if you can or not, but It's there. Yeah, right there. And it's rusticated. It's a beauty. You can tell by the char around the top that I spent a while getting used to that one and learning how to light a devil ants. And I smoke it quite often. And my other devil ants, also from Moonshine Pipe Company, also given to me for my birthday by the Briar Dude. That was several years ago. It's an olding. It's a derby sent to me by John Panzer. I had forgotten all about this pipe. Or I've forgotten, not that I'd forgotten about it, I'd just forgotten what it was. It's an olding. 6mm. It's got the oval shaft. It's a great smoking pipe. Awesome smoking pipe. It's got a nice deep bowl on it. I take that with me when I dress up and go out somewhere and I want to look dapper. And this is an old Peterson's, not a P-lip, but it's an old Peterson. It's a Shannon. It's the second pipe I ever bought. I wanted a nice one. It's my interpretation of a nice pipe. You can see the top of it's kind of cranked where I gave it a lot of taps. Now let's look at this dude. Here's the second pipe that I ever made. I call it a dragon claw because of the scale looking pattern that I carved into it. I carved it from a Milan block. It's got a real, it's not very big around, but it's got a real deep bowl. You can see it's 2 knuckles deep. It smokes real well. Smokes awesome. I've made several pipes since then. Here is the first pipe I ever made in my life. It says Pops on it. I call it the Pops acorn because it was supposed to look like an acorn upside down, which I guess in a sense it does, but it wasn't quite that color when I first made it, and it's colored up real nicely. I'm rather proud of this little old pipe. I said at one time that I wanted to be buried with it, but I don't know, that's kind of stupid when you stop and think about it. Be buried with a pipe. Here's a pipe that my brother made for me, my author. This is the Songwriter, what I call the Songwriter. I wouldn't take anything for this pipe. It's the first pipe he ever made me, and it means the world to me. I don't have a pipe that I don't have another pipe that smokes near as well as this pipe, and I don't know why. It's I don't know what it is about this pipe, but it just something about that dude. It just knows how I smoke. This is a Rossi 626 or 8626. Y'all have seen them. Rubino. Awesome pipes. You just can't beat them. You just can't beat an old Rossi. And this is a 646 7L. It's got a hole right there that it was a second. I don't guess it was a second. It's just it developed a hole right there, and they were going to throw it out. And I picked it up, brought it home, and patched it. It's got another crack in it right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see it right there? But they were going to pitch it out. I brought it home, and it smokes fine. But that was a freebie. I dug it out of the garbage can. This one right here was sent to me by Corvette Jim. It's a Lorenzo. It's a big old 9mm. It's one of the only 9mm I've got. But I tell you what, when they say they smoke wide open, they sure do. India Agra, Lorenzo. And that baby right there is a smoking pipe. I love it. That's a poker that my brother made. The Briar Dude. And did a sunburst finish on it. And I just had a total fit over that pipe. I had a conniption over that pipe. Can you see why? And you see whose collection it's in now? Here's one that I won in a gaw from oh Lord, I know who made it. Well, it says right there, Doran Pipes. Now, who did I win this pipe from? It'll come to me. But I won that in a golf. It's a little stubby poker. It'll come to me, and I just can't call their names. Lord, that's going to come back to haunt me. You watch. I'll call it. It'll come to me here in a minute. Oh my God, Herferville. But that right there was an Atlas that was the first pipe I ever owned, and it was just big and ugly. And I got my brother to customize it. He did a nice job on that one. But it was a big old ugly thing till he drilled it down, and I say drilled it down, he reshaped it. That is my everyday smoke. That is a pipe that the Briar Dude made himself. And I smoke that one every day. It's I know, like I said, I know you're not supposed to, but I smoke that dude every morning. Smoke something sweet, something nice out of it every morning. And then as the day goes by, I'll switch up. But I smoke that one every morning and then clean it, and then I smoke it again the next morning. But that's my go-to pipe. Now, let me move these, and I'll show you my main rotation. The ones I smoke the most. All right, the Friday Savinelli, the 672. That is not a commemorative. That was before the commemoratives came out. That one was sent to me by Mark at TPI Pipes. It's before they ever had the commemoratives. It was a beautiful pipe. I can see why John liked them so much. It smokes like a dream. But that's one of the ones in my main rotation. The Rossi 8672. What else can be said? It's this is a little Milano, or a Molina, excuse me, Sierra series that was sent to me by Onion a little over a year ago. He must have liked it because for the longest time, I don't know if it's still up there, but for the longest time it was the header for his homepage. It was the pipe that sat on the header in the art on his homepage. But I smoke it a lot. It's a fine smoking pipe. This is a Rossi 8320 that used to be, well, it's a Rubino, but you will notice that it's not the right color. I had it sitting on my desk. It should be this color or this color, but I had it sitting on my desk and spilled a bottle of pure grain alcohol, Everclear, and it took the finish off of it, so I sanded it down and refinished it, and that's the way she turned out, looking like more like pecan wood. But My little Nirrup with a pearl band on it. Little rustifications on it. I like the big bowl on a Nirrup. And last but not least, the #1 pipe in my collection, forever and ever and always, my Ghibli, a 645 KS 7LE Ghibli. It's the best and my favorite pipe that I have. Wouldn't take anything for it. Wouldn't trade anything for it. It's my favorite pipe of all time. I guess that about does it. I'm getting long here, so I'm going to put her there. I'm going to give y'all that. Tell y'all much love. I'm Ole'Pops. Y'all be good to each other.